that we need to get better offensively. We need to work on making baskets and running out offense all the way through, as well as getting good looks.
So, 26 points today in your first start here at GW. How comfortable were you feeling specifically on the offensive end?
I don't know. I think I just sort of let it come defensively first before I went offensively. I wasn't really thinking about offense as much, so I guess it does describe that I was comfortable, but defensively my mindset was playing hard defense.
You guys have questions? You can just ask them on the phone.
So UW fell into a scoring drought during the third quarter. Was there any change in team play or to approach into regaining that pain?
No, not really. There wasn't a change into anything. I think it was just the drought came from also not executing as much defensively. I think there was times where I sort of took a break off like defense, and I think that sort of stunted the role on offense.
So you were matched up with Twa there at the end. How was that defensive matchup going? How do you think that went?
Number 23?
Yes.
I think she's a great player. It's pretty obvious as the way she plays, but at the same time, defensively, we're a defensive team, and so at that moment, I just held my defensive principles and was able to play defense on her.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, we saw Sierra Bell take a big fall at the end of the match. Is she doing well?
Yeah, she's definitely doing well. She'll get better. It was a tough foul, but she's strong and she'll get through it.
Thank you, Devine.
Thank you.
You guys can start asking away any questions for Coach.
So we saw GW started with a strong defense front during the first quarter of the match, but was kind of unable to maintain that.
We need a microphone.
But was unable to maintain this home safe from Virginia during the second half. What do you account this to?
I think that we just weren't our best today. I think that we were just more out of sync offensively. I think defensively, they pound the ball inside. They did some things. They made some shots that are maybe uncharacteristic of what they've done, the rest of the season. For example, they just had some people make threes, and that's not typically what they do. And I think that's what you do when you win a ball game. And so we were allowing them to take certain shots, and they hit some of those shots, and we would live with those makes. Our game plan, I did like our defensive game plan.
Locke had a huge 26 points in her first start here. Do you think she's earned her way into a full-time role in that starting lineup?
We know what Nia can do. We see her every day in practice, and obviously we had some people out today, so she had to step up in that role. We don't really talk about, who starts. We're a team, and, I think whether she does start or she doesn't start, she will be very good in her role.
Maya Taiwo and Nia Locke had a lot of a two-man game over on the right side a lot towards that second half. Was that a part of the game plan coming in, or did that kind of evolve organically with the game?
Yeah, I think that did evolve, trying to get those two isolated on the side. It did fluidly kind of happen, and then we saw that and wanted to go more to that throughout the game. So, those are two good players. They're hard to guard. We wanted to get the ball in both of their hands.
So 26 turnovers on the day for the team. What's your kind of plan in practice to kind of help cut down on that?
Yeah, we know we're not going to win a lot of games turning the ball over that much. I think that is, uncharacteristic. A credit to, Virginia's defense, but also, we talk about this a lot, just being in sync offensively, and we were not in sync today offensively. It's not just our point guard's job, it's everybody's responsibility. But we definitely had some untimely turnovers, and a lot of those turnovers really led to their momentum and kind of their transition in taking over the ball game.
And as the team prepares to face off Georgetown this Thursday, are there any major takeaways from today's performance that you'll be implemented into the game plan?
Yeah, it's what we talked about is just taking care of the ball, working on our offense, being in sync. I think we'll continue to progress that, and again, we'll make that a focus. Again, you have to take care of the ball. We have to do a better job, with those things. We played a lot of players heavy minutes today, so some of that could have been, fatigue. But again, no excuses. We have to do a better job.
So Virginia has obviously a ton of size down low, especially with Ty Moore out. How did you kind of game plan to go against that?
Yeah, I think Faith has stepped up, in her role. She's done a good job in that, throughout the season. Maiwa, Taylor, those three and Ty could all start, for us. I mean, we could just pick two of them and start them in a game. They play a lot of minutes together. Obviously Faith stepping up. We put in Sophie a little bit more. I think, everyone has to pick up their role as we move forward with her not being in the game.
Anything else good?
Do you have any updates on Kara Frame's, Ty Moore's, Lonnie Loriano's injuries?
I do not, no.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you.